Greenland, where there are no roads to connect towns and settlements, air travel is essential. But how is flying domestically within Greenland on their flag carrier, Air Greenland? Well, today I find out as I take a flight from Nuuk up to Kangerlussuaq in both Air Greenland's economy and business classes. But we start this video in Nuuk,
the capital of Greenland, and we're here to do a versus video on Air Greenland on their domestic routes from here Nuuk up to Kangerlussuaq and back again, and we're doing it in economy and business class. Now from the get-go, business class might be a bit confusing on this one, but there is a little catch, so stick to the end of the video and I'll let you know what that is and I'll tell you all about it all through the video. But anyway, let's get ourselves to Nuuk Airport and head on up to Kangerlussuaq. Let's go!
The hotel in Nuuk where I'm staying is down by the harbour, so I have to catch a taxi to the airport.
Hi there, to the airport. Yeah, perfect.
And let me tell you a little bit about Nuuk. Nuuk is Greenland's capital and has a population of around 20,000 people, with 1 in 3 Greenlandic people living in and around the city. Getting to the foot of the airport road, a new bridge has been built over the main road to house the approach and landing lights. This is due to the large runway extension going on at Nuuk, and well, they ran out of space, as they are extending the runway from 900 meters to 2,200 meters. And as you can see through the snow, there is also a brand new terminal building being built that will house a full border control to allow a much greater volume of international traffic direct here to Nuuk. This extension will allow aircraft sizes such as the A320 and A330 to land here, rather than going via Kangerlussuaq. Getting past the very large construction site, we arrive at the current terminal building here at Nuuk.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
Here we are at Nuuk Airport. As you can see, there is a lot of construction work going on for the new terminal getting ready to open in 2 months. I mean, a lot of construction work. They're extending the runway from 900 meters to 2,200 meters, and they're building a brand spanking new terminal. So it's going to be quite the airport when it's finished. Anyway, let's get inside and let's get checked in. I'm checked in online, but I'll just need to check if I need to get a paper ticket. Sometimes you need to do in these out of the way places. So just check if I need to get a paper ticket, and then, yeah, get a coffee inside because it is really cold. Anyway, let's go.
Getting into Nuuk Airport, I just had to check in for my flights, as I wasn't sure that the app had checked me in correctly.
Yeah, I think I've checked in online. I just need to double check I've done it right, if that's okay.
Yes. That is great.
Perfect, thank you.
With that done, I headed to the small cafe for a coffee.
You too.
I do also like this fire hydrant with all the stickers from different travellers to the airport.
Right, I have got me coffee. Oh, that's nice. Hot coffee is always nice, especially when it's really cold like this. I mean, you can see outside how cold it is. Anyway, you saw that board there with all the stickers on it. Obviously, there's some other YouTubers' stickers on it. It's something I've always thought of doing, is making some kind of card or sticker that I can hand out to people that I meet. What do you think? Should I do something like that? Maybe some, I don't know, merchandise? I don't know. Really don't know. You let me know what you think. Should I do something like that? I think I'll definitely do like a card or sticker that I can give out to people with the channel name and things like that on it. I think that would be good. But I'm not sure about merchandise. You let me know what your thoughts are down below in the comments. Anyway, just gonna have this now and just wait on the plane. Hasn't arrived yet from Kangerlussuaq, as I believe it's pronounced. Not Kangerlussuaq as I was saying. And then we'll be 1.5 hours up there. I think it's 1.5 hours. It's either an hour or 1.5 hours. I can't remember exactly. But then we'll be there for one night and then we'll come back down to Nuuk.
As we wait in the small departures area, the runway was being cleared of snow for the inbound flights.
The amount of machinery being used to keep this runway open from the snow is quite astonishing. I mean, I've been to places like Akureyri and Reykjavik that do the same. They have to keep their runways open with snow cleaners, but nothing like the operation going on here. This is next level snow clearing. I mean, you've got rows and rows of snow clearers all working alongside each other, not just one going up and down constantly like you get at Reykjavik, for example, or Akureyri. Yeah, next level snow clearing going on here. And this is all for just these little Dash 8 flights that go up and down the country of Greenland. It's quite astonishing. And it's quite impressive as well. Greenland has just been blowing my socks off so far. Greenland, you guys are amazing. You really are.
Soon the Air Greenland regional inbound flights started to trickle in one by one. As our Dash 8 pulled up to the stand, we were called for boarding.
Perfect, thank you. Okay, so boarding Air Greenland flight up to Kangerlussuaq. Kangerlussuaq obviously is the main airport for Greenland. Almost at Iceland there. But yeah, looking forward to this flight so much. Love the Dash 8.
Hello.
Getting on board Air Greenland's Dash 8-200, the seating is in a standard 2-2 layout.
Okay, so on board now, Air Greenland's Bombardier Dash 8 Q200, I believe. Yeah, Q200. Flight time should be about 1 hour, so should be a good flight. It is a bit cloudy, so I'm not sure how much we're going to see out the window. And on the 200, everything's sort of back from rows 1 and 2 are kind of, the views are obscured by the engines because the engines on the Dash 8 are quite long. So we'll need to see once the landing gear's up what we can see down below. I'll show you around the seat. The seat is actually very, very nice. As you can see, the legroom itself is very, very generous. If I just move my hat, you can see I've got plenty of space to put the legs out. The seat size as well is not too bad at all. Well, that's the seat next to me. Yeah, not too bad at all. Not too bad at all. And hopefully it looks as if we might be getting the whole row to ourselves. So it's a win-win so far.
After everyone was settled and the doors were closed, the engines were fired up and we taxied our way out to the runway here at Nuuk. While taxiing out to the runway, we once again get a great view of the new terminal being built here. Taking off out of Nuuk Airport into the beautiful but cloudy landscapes around Nuuk, we begin our 55-minute flight up to Kangerlussuaq. Once in the short cruise, the crew came around with tea and coffee. As you can see, for the size of aircraft, the tray table is a decent size, and the coffee was given in an Air Greenland branded cup with a napkin.
Okay, so coffee has arrived, as you can see. Coffee. So anyway, got coffee now, and it comes in a lovely, very nice Air Greenland branded cup. It's just instant coffee, but yeah. In Greenland's cold, if you don't know. You should, but it is cold. And it's lovely, lovely to have a nice hot coffee in front of me. Well done, Air Greenland. You know the way to my heart.
As we fly over Greenland, the clouds do break in some places to give us some great views of the obscured landscape below, but before long, we were beginning our descent into Kangerlussuaq. Landing into Kangerlussuaq and pulling up to the stand at the terminal, that concludes our first leg of this flight in economy.
Great, thank you.
You want some fire?
So there we have it. First domestic flight in Greenland on Air Greenland in their economy class on their Dash 8. What did you think? I thought it was pretty amazing. For a Dash 8 flight, it was really lovely. Always love a Dash 8. Missed them so much in Britain now that a Flight E's gone.
Making my way through the terminal here at Kangerlussuaq, you'll find both domestic and international departures, a cafeteria, a restaurant, bar and hotel, where we will be staying the night.
Just check in, please.
Say,
Check in, please.
wait a moment, please.
No problem. I honestly think this is the coolest airport anywhere in the world. I mean, I'm at the hotel bar and planes are just pulling in. This has to be the coolest airport in the world. Thank you very much.
If you are enjoying this video, then please consider becoming a Patreon. The link is in the description, and anything you give goes into making videos like this one. The next morning we are greeted by an amazing sunrise, and as the day does start to dawn, the airport here slowly wakes up.
Okay, now that we've done the domestic flight in economy, now all left to do is to go back to Nuuk in business class on the Dash 8. Now you might be wondering, from having seen the economy, there doesn't seem to be business class. Well, I will tell you once we get back to Nuuk why that is. But anyway, let's go head back to Nuuk now.
And just before lunchtime, after the A330 arrived from Copenhagen, our flight is called for boarding. One thing you will notice is that in Greenland, there isn't any security on domestic flights. At first I found this a bit strange, but I soon got used to it.
Okay, boarding the flight back down to Nuuk now. Love the wee Dash 8. Such a good aircraft. Especially the 200. Look at this one. So cute.
Getting on board the Dash 8 in what is the weirdest business class I've seen, as it is just a regular economy seat. But there is a very good reason for this, which I will explain later.
Okay, so back on board the Dash 8, down to Nuuk. Loving this.
Once again we had the safety demo as we made our way out to the runway for takeoff. Taking off out of Kangerlussuaq on our 50-minute flight to Nuuk. Thankfully, the skies are a lot clearer today, so I'll shut up and let you enjoy some of the raw, epic beauty of Greenland. Landing back into Nuuk, that concludes our flight on Air Greenland's Dash 8 on this domestic run. Getting into arrivals here at Nuuk, what happens is everyone is made to congregate around this small baggage reclaim carousel until all the bags are collected, and then as a group everyone is allowed to leave the arrivals hall.
And there we have it. Domestic flying within Greenland.
Getting back to my hotel near Nuuk Harbour, this is where I need to do a bit of explaining.
And sorry about that, my camera died rudely because of the cold. The cold here is -15 at the moment, and the cold is just killing the battery in my little pocket camera. But anyway, that was the domestic service on business and economy on Air Greenland within Greenland. Now, I know what you're thinking at this point. It's two flights that are almost exactly the same. And you'd be right in that, because even though it's a business ticket that you get when you book on Air Greenland, they don't actually offer a business service within Greenland itself. Now you might be wondering, that sounds a bit of a scam, but it's not. Hold on a minute, this is where it gets clever. Because all flights in Greenland have to go through Kangerlussuaq, not Kangerlussuaq. I've been told not to say that because that's not how it's said locally. I know everybody I know says Kangerlussuaq, but it's Kangerlussuaq, I heard. And I'm sorry if I don't pronounce that correctly. I do apologise. I'm sorry if I still pronounce it wrong. I don't mean to butcher your beautiful language. The language in Greenland is just music to the ears. You should just listen to it. If you haven't listened to it, it is a beautiful language. But anyway, that's not the point. This is where I get smart, because all flights go through Kangerlussuaq, which means that if you book a business class ticket from Nuuk to Copenhagen through Kangerlussuaq, even though it's not a business class flight from Nuuk to Kangerlussuaq, you basically get the price of the domestic flight free, because the prices for flights going from Kangerlussuaq to Copenhagen are almost identical from going from Nuuk to Copenhagen via Kangerlussuaq. So you are saving a lot of money by doing the Nuuk to Copenhagen via Kangerlussuaq. It is like the fare, I think, if you were to book it domestically separately, I think it's about $250 return. So yeah, it is a big saving. So yes, it is a domestic business class, but it's a business class in the sense that it's a business class ticket rather than a business class service. So yeah, that's why this video is a versus, but not a versus, because the second flight was free, basically. I know, it sounds a bit weird, but yeah, the second flight was free. But anyway, I'm going to end this video here, people. Now, if you like this video, then you should check out this video here, because this is one of our proper versus videos on Air Greenland's flagship domestic service, and it is pretty amazing. And of course, if you like this video, please consider subscribing, as it always helps out the channel. And as always, people, we will see you all in the next one.